Hello there, I'm John Marrs. Some people know me as John Phifer Marrs. I started off using my middle name because it made my name longer so that it stuck out in the phone book when people were calling for designers. Well, the library project was what I would call a once-in-a-lifetime project. I hope not. Maybe I'll get another one. But I was called about an interview on the project, and it was a prominent family in Dallas. I went to the interview. They were adding on to their house. The client had a desire to have a private library, and it was about a 12,000 square foot addition to the house, which would house a collection of memorabilia, a lot of presidential, a lot of research, a lot of letters, incredible things. And it was a 5-year project. We actually, I started with the basic plans when it was just a blueprint, and then we went all the way through installation of the entire building itself, or the home itself. It was to look like a home, be a home, operate like a home, and yet it's so large that people call and say, I'd like to book the library for our garden club, and the homeowners have to say, well, it's actually not a public building, it's a private home. But it was an incredible opportunity to help a client achieve his dream, and that's the exciting thing about my career, my profession. So many clients have dreams of things they want, and this client had a dream of a private library. It houses papers from Washington to Jefferson, letters that were written. It houses Lincoln's desk and chair from the House of Representatives. There's just so many things, and all during the project. I think, as I mentioned, it was about a 5-year project. Things would be arriving constantly, and we would have to find spaces for them, make plans for them, and figure out actually what to do with them. It was a wonderful project. It's just was beyond my dream of anything I could ever be involved with or work on, and it actually was published in Architectural Digest, which, if you're familiar with that magazine, it's one of our leading shelter magazines, which I think for designers, or for me, it would be like the Academy Award of the design world. So I was very honored to be in the magazine with that particular project. The client has gone on to restore another building in Dallas, the original old Parkland Hospital, which has been turned into their private offices, and we were lucky enough to also get to help on that. So I love a lot of historical design, and some of the things that we've gotten to do the last few years have just been the type of thing I pinch myself saying, I cannot believe that we are getting to work on something this exciting. I think a sense of being grounded is what growing up in a small town can give you, with family that love you and support you no matter what. And trust me, I was no more talented than anyone else, but I had family that always believed in me and said, whatever you want to do, that's great. Also, the ties of a small community, people just being nice to you and being your support team and helping you and knowing your family and how you grew up and what you're all about. A sense of who you are is established early on in your life that I think a lot of people in big cities don't get. My grandmothers one was practically next door and the other one was just a few miles away. So I grew up with that always being in my life, the sense of family, the sense of support and love that was constantly given to me by them. Also, the small town, I didn't appreciate it until I left. I didn't know how beautiful it was here. I just thought the whole world was like Northwest Arkansas and was gorgeous. I went home with a friend of mine in college down to southern Arkansas, and I was shocked because they didn't have any hills. I didn't know what had happened. It was all flat, and to me it was kind of ugly. I like the hills and the mountains. I laughingly told a friend when I was in Italy one time, I said, you know, you're probably going to think this is crazy, but Tuscany reminds me a whole lot of Northwest Arkansas. I mean, it's every bit as beautiful, and it's kind of a secret, which I like for it to be a secret in a way. I love the fact it's so special, unique, and such a great community of people that really do appreciate what they have. I can't tell you how many times we'd take trips in the car to look at the leaves. You tell somebody in Dallas about taking a car trip to look at the leaves, they look at you like you're nuts. Please just know how honored I truly am to receive this award. It means so very much to me, growing up in this town, seeing so many friends and family members in the audience, the sense of love that you send back to me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you.